Now, this is what we know about the evidence that was presented by investigators to Carroll County judge last month to justify the arrest of Richard Allen for the murders of those two girls east of Delphi in 2017. Special Judge Fran Gull ordered a redacted version of the probable cause affidavit released today. And in this, you will find much information, but also there are a lot of holes that were not filled in by the investigators. A search warrant served at Richard Allen's house on October 13th discovered a .40 caliber gun, which investigators say matches an unspent bullet found near the bodies of Libby German and Abby Williams on February 14, 2017, near the Monon High Bridge along Deer Creek. The PC also lists a witness whose name has been redacted who told investigators that she saw someone who matched Allen's description walking away from the bridge, and his clothes were, quote, muddy and bloody. It appeared he had gotten into a fight. A probable cause affidavit only needs to present enough evidence to convince a judge to issue an arrest warrant, not necessarily enough to score a conviction.
And they're not releasing very much information at all. They released just enough in the probable cause to show that they had a valid reason to arrest him. They didn't put anything else in the probable cause.
Carroll County prosecutor Nicholas McLeland told the court last week that to release the probable cause could jeopardize the case and that he thought someone else was involved in the killings. Acclaimed former IPD homicide commander Robert Snow says the redacted PC doesn't back up.
When I read the probable cause, no, I didn't see anything there that would implicate another person, no.
Investigators say they think Richard Allen is the man in the video captured on Libby's cell phone.
Have they matched that voice to his? We don't know.
And again, there's no explanation why Allen is charged with felony murder instead of murder.
If he's charged with felony murder, someone else was also involved in the case. That's what makes me believe there is someone else involved in the case. But again, they've held this case so close to the vest that nobody really knows.
When questioned by investigators, Allen told them he didn't have any explanation why a bullet from his gun would be found at the crime scene. He says he never loaned that gun to anyone, and he did not know the property where those bodies were found, Debbie.
All right, Russ, let's talk about the other document that was released today. It's the charging details. Specifically said that Allen is charged with killing Abby and Libby while trying to kidnap them, and that's where this felony murder question comes in. Explain this to me.
Well, and this is all part of the problem with the county prosecutor not being clear on the charges until today when we found out murder is what you think it is. He did it. Felony murder in this case is, for the first time, they're saying Richard Allen committed those murders. But what makes it felony murder is those murders were committed during an attempted abduction or an abduction of the girls. So it's not just a straight murder, it's felony murder, which is an aggravating factor that leads into it. But of course, that led to the speculation, the way it was announced 2 weeks ago, that, well, maybe there's somebody else involved, and the prosecutor said that in court last week. This probable cause gives no indication that anybody else is involved, contrary to what the prosecutor told the court.
All right, Russ McQuaid, thank you.